INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu has called on Nigerian media to avoid fake news and misleading narratives about the Commission and its activities, as fake news spread faster, noting that INEC does not believe in censorship of news. Professor Yakubu said this during first quarterly meeting with media in the first quarter of 2024 in Abuja. He said INEC will continuously working with media.
Some of the innovations introduced by the Commission to improve service delivery to the electorate, ensure the safety and security of journalists, and grant journalists unimpeded access to various locations during elections and electoral activities, draw from your reports, as well as the suggestions and recommendations made during our quarterly meetings. I urge you to be a bulwark against fake news and misleading narratives about the Commission and its activities. A very important reality in today's age of information technology is the spread of fake news and misinformation instantly and on a global scale. As I said on many occasions, INEC does not believe in censorship. The best antidote to fake news is greater openness and transparency. It is in furtherance of this policy that the Commission interfaces regularly with stakeholders through our regular consultative meetings. We appreciate our partnership with the media, and I want to reassure you that INEC will continue to work very closely indeed with you. We welcome your reports, commentaries, and analysis on elections in particular and electoral activities in general. As we are aware, the mandate of the Commission is to organize, supervise, and conduct elections, in addition to other electoral activities. This is an extensive responsibility which involves 7 different types of elections: general elections, by-elections, off-cycle elections, supplementary elections, rerun elections, referendum, and recall.
Speaking further, Professor Yakubu said that there is no election season in Nigeria as Edo and Ondo election come soon. He then gives details of preparation on both states as he charges media to engage political parties in the 2 states.
Only last month, the Commission conducted 48 elections, made up of 9 by-elections and 39 rerun elections in 26 states of the Federation, involving 3 senatorial districts, 17 federal constituencies, and 28 state constituencies, spread across 8,934 polling units in 575 wards, located in 80 local government areas, with a total of 4.9 million registered voters. I've said repeatedly that there is no election season in Nigeria any longer. Elections are held regularly and all year round between one general election and another. Instructively, even today's meeting is coming in the middle of increased activities for the forthcoming off-cycle governorship elections in Edo and Ondo states. By the timetable and schedule of activities released by the Commission in September last year, the Edo governorship election will hold on Saturday, 21st September 2024, while that of Ondo State is scheduled for Saturday, 16th November 2024. This means that we have just 6 months to the Edo State governorship election and only 8 months before the Ondo State governorship election. It is therefore appropriate to brief you at this meeting on preparations for the 2 governorship elections so far. For Edo State, 18 political parties conducted their primaries monitored by the Commission. Going by the provision of the timetable for the election, political parties have 20 days from 4th March 2024 to upload the list and personal particulars of their candidates to our dedicated web portal. As at this morning, 10 parties have done so. We expect the other parties to comply before the deadline of 6 p.m. on Saturday, 24th March 2024, when the portal automatically shuts down. A week later, on 31st March 2024, the Commission will publish the personal particulars of the candidates, the Form EC9, as required by law. I urge the media and the general public, particularly registered voters in Edo State, to scrutinize the biodata and credentials of the candidates, which is the essence of the publication as provided by law. Turning to Ondo State, political parties will commence their primaries for the governorship election in the next 2 weeks. At the moment, 17 out of 19 political parties have indicated interest in participating in the election. I urge media organizations to engage with political parties as well as their aspirants and report on the primaries with the same diligence and depth you report on the main election conducted by INEC. Doing so will go a long way to strengthen our democracy, since only the products of the party primaries are ultimately placed on the ballot paper for citizens to vote for in the main election. Party primaries are as important as the main election conducted by INEC. That's why the elections are called primary elections. INEC conducts the secondary election.
Gbemiga Olamikon, GTV Africa.